games. You get that
Oh,
like
the adrenaline dump.
yeah,
Oh,
you're
man.
like body, this is freezing up.
Because like the thing is all right. That SCV pull was 150%. Wait, he's got a field blink all in. He's gonna try to tick out of it. I see the Temple Archive just finishing. I need to hit before storm. Go, 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 go.
All right, calm down, buddy.
The stalkers could have just walked faster.
Yeah, and you could have used photon overcharge as well.
Well,
Oh, you should have seen that.
Yeah.
If I had like a
Like that was the
webcam
first thing
and
I sniped. Is like I grabbed a group of Marines and I sniped and clicked that mothership core.
if I could have recorded the look on my face when I accidentally selected the probe instead of the mothership core,
ah,
because they were all stick so close together, I highlighted, thought I'd selected different things, so I pressed tab and then was like hitting F and wondering why nothing's happening.
oh,
And it just got
no.
it all happened so quickly. It was over as soon as it got sniped.
It happens. It happens.
And then once I saw that, like I had the image came up, because I was like, oh man, I'm dead as shit. Then FaiR is being revealed. Wait, all the red is right here. Oh god, SCVs, you target this. I had 3 Marines who I saved health to stim on, and I don't know if you like saw it, but like they were the 3
Yeah.
Marines that came like stimming in at the end to snipe the last pylon.
I don't know if that ended up mattering actually. You had that much stuff over there, and then the stalkers
know,
are up there, and they're like, no, everything died.
Yeah, I actually
think
love it. Please
Sorry,
say
go
that.
I think I was so. It looked from my perspective anyway. It was really close to actually being able to hold it at the end. The stalkers just could not walk fast enough.
Nope.
Desperately
Yeah.
trying to click towards the Marines. And
At that point, I was saying, I'm like, well, if he floats a building to the corner, this is at least a draw.
Yeah.
You can't build a
Yeah.
void ray or anything. And I was starting like trying to picture like is there a way that the Protoss could win this? It was a very interesting situation though. I have to say both games were pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, Omega was trying to explain how long it will take you to get to air and attack the floating buildings with no probes and no nexuses.
first game, I just didn't even understand where it all like turned around so steeply.
So I thought. All right, question. Did you read my build order?
No, I was
Because you
about
happen to be perfectly positioned to counter the build I've been practicing for this. Speaking of, hang on, I have to give some shout outs. I have to give a shout out to my first Terran teacher, Stingray. You know, he supported me a lot. He off-raced to help me off to play against. I have to give a shout out to Poofa Sheep because he was really friendly on the ladder and helped me with my decision making. I have to give a shout out to Quantic Flow / Barcode because he grinded so many games with me with his stupid Void Ray Sentry style. And yeah, I have to give a shout out to my girlfriend because she's leaving Saturday and she forced me to practice instead of hanging out with her. So yeah.
Damn it! She's not done her job.
Right. Anyway,
Owned.
yes,
So-
so good job.
So any thoughts
man.
on the games? Something you would have wanted to do differently?
Oh, yeah, but like question for the first game, what happened? Because whenever I recognized my push wasn't going to work, I just dropped my factory 2 more racks than a CC, and then suddenly I was way ahead.
Is that I didn't even notice what happened. Suddenly, it was just real. I just like saw your army come towards me. It's like 10 times the size of mine. I might like supply
Trying
bot
to
myself
look
and not
back on
noticed.
it, I think part of it may have just been resource spending actually, because you can always tell this if the Protoss waited maybe just slightly too long to get an expansion because they end up with about 1,000 minerals they can't do anything with.
Yeah, I did take a really
And
late
I
third. I think.
think that's probably the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
There was also the fact that, we lost a decent chunk of army at the beginning, and that kind of unbalances things a bit.
Yeah.
And when I tried to pressure a bit with the 3 colossi, I didn't realize your army was like stood outside the base though.
Well,
I
you
was
walked
looking-
by you killed my Reaper on the way there.
Yeah, but I thought I didn't realize you would react so well, because I assumed you sort of turtle up inside your base, pull SCVs and stuff, and I could just sit back and watch extended thermal and
Dude,
just
I
get
have
through
been
it,
doing nothing but grinding reactions because that's why I lose this matchup.
And then suddenly my army's out of position. I quickly switch over to where my army is because I wasn't expecting to be in combat all of a sudden, and then everything's just dying so quickly. I think by the time I recalled, I definitely lost quite a few important units.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was the biggest aspect of the whole thing, because I mean, you were keeping your money pretty low and keeping everything spent.
Yeah,
So
no, because
I
like
mean,
I was
it makes a big difference. It's very subtle. It does.
and like, all right, that second game, that Blink, was that the all-in version or was that just like I'm gonna be a dick and just poke around because I lost my
You're
Reaper.
asking him a loaded question, dude. The hell?
Yeah, exactly.
That build I'd heard
Just asked
the
him to call
Muslim.
himself a dick.
Well,
What are
that
you,
build I'd heard.
expecting he's gonna say?
Well, the last week I wasn't actually preparing that build until like the last week. I saw the Muslim bitching about how overpowered it is on the forums and stuff and on Reddit and all that. So I just figured, why not try that? And got annihilated because I hit like a minute too late, and you were completely well prepared.
Well, no, because like it was beautiful because I actually wouldn't have been ready had I not lost my Reaper.
Yeah.
Because I lost my Reaper, so I ran in the SCV and I saw some gateways, so I scanned it, I saw the Twilight, and I was like, alright, I think it's researching, I don't know. I'll drop the eBay and drop the bunkers and split my Marines like I see all these Pro-Terrans do. And, like, I saw you build the pylon! You built the pylon so close to the cliff. I was watching it be built.
So, I wasn't actually. I didn't realize how close my probe was, if you know what I mean, because I sort of misjudged distance a bit, I guess, because I wanted to drop the first pylon, and then by the time the second pylon had gone down, my army would be there and ready to blink. But I sort of misjudged the fact that I would put that pylon down, and then my army would stroll over so slowly, and you
Yeah.
would just be like watching me
Alright.
walk into like a rat trap.
Alright. So, I think we got pretty much general conversation about the games done. So, out of curiosity, does any of the people that you mentioned DaveSprite stream or anything? Because I'm sure they'd love to hear that mentioned.
Caesura is trying to get his own YouTube thing started, like
Oh.
YouTube/stream thing, but right now it's still like at the very like bare bones small bit of it.
Okay. I was gonna say, maybe not this time. Then maybe next time we can have him, or you can mention whatever that is when he has
Yeah.
that set up. But okay, that's cool. So the last question I want to ask, because I totally forgot to ask this at the beginning. Yeah, my bad. What was your plan going into the games today? And what would you like to do differently going forward?
SCV timing, the only thing I've been practicing for forever.
I have 3 builds prepared, and 2 of them ended horrifically. So I think I'll have to reshuffle them.
You can do that. I mean, I have heard it said that anytime you're trying to work on an all-in, though, it just takes a while. Just have to get to this like hump of losses before it starts to really work.
Yeah.
So maybe
and I had
stick
an
with it.
Oracle.
Maybe stick with it. It's up to you, though.
My third one was an Oracle build, so I should have tried to use that quicker, but because
See, that is actually what I was the most concerned about, because with this build, Marines 4, 5, and 6 come out right as the Oracle finishes. So, like, if I mess up at all in the beginning, I die.
yeah, so my plan was to have the Oracle in game 3 and assume you'd be like, oh, well, he's not built his first 2 games, perhaps he's, seen the error of his ways, and then hit you with the Oracle, but I sort of hadn't anticipated getting owned in the first 2 games. I assumed maybe I'll lose 1, but
No, it's part of planning for a best of 3, I guess.
yeah.
Right, guys. So as always, thank you, ViperX, for helping me cast today.